getting them goods. I don't know why that was in my head. I don't know.
So what's crazy is you singing that. I was finna kick the show off with this. Tragedies.
Oh no. We on two opposite ends of the spectrum, bro.
So that's why I'm laughing because I'm like,
that's what we should have kicked it off with.
Latisse kicked it off with the most super ratchet song, and here I am. I got gospel Sunday.
That's some inspiration in the spirit. That is hilarious.
Yeah,
that's why we should have started off with y'all with some.
That's funny. That is so funny.
In our spirit. Look at Moses being saved.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I told you last week in the group chat. I said, look, I saw Kim Stratton for the first time. I never knew who she was. Like I never. So she got up there and started singing. I said, "Uh-oh."
She got you still in the spirit, huh, bro?
I said, let me hold up my finger and walk out the church for a minute. Let me go to the bathroom because
that is so funny.
There's too much Holy Ghost in here.
Too much Holy Ghost.
Too much Holy Ghost in here.
I can't. That's hilarious.
So everybody, we back. Episode 109. Some of that podcast. It's been a long time. Been a long time.
Long time.
Long time. Let me just say this. The month of June, it's a lot happens in the month of June for me. I didn't realize that. Mm-hmm. The month of June, it be a lot happens. Life, a whole bunch of stuff, family. The June is really something else for me.
Yeah. June is a busy month, and July is big. I say May, June, and July because May you always had the graduations.
Yes,
which I had a bunch in my family in May, and then June, like you said, it'd be Father's Day and birthdays, and then you know, it'd be busy. It'd be busy.
And then like for this June, like we went to Mexico, then I went to Vegas.
I know you was in these streets, boy.
I mean, we was traveling, and then like Courtney went to New Orleans, and I got basketball the whole month of June. So it was this June been something. It felt like I need a vacation from June.
Yeah,
like, for real.
Need a few days off.
Yeah, like it's been a long June been something, man. So how was your week, Tease?
Man, we've been busy. Busy, but hey, it's busy for everybody. Like you just said, life is life for everybody. So it's what it is. I ain't do nothing interesting this week. The week before, last weekend, I went to Vegandale.
You was out there?
Yeah, but you know what? The funny thing is, I went the first day, and I had the weekend pass, but I didn't end up going on Sunday when they had that little stampede. So, yeah.
So tell the people, like, how was it on the first day out there?
So, you know what? This is my first Vegandale. The lines were super ridiculous. I'm keep it honest. The lines were super ridiculous. They had minimum security, but they didn't have any issues. When I was there Saturday, and the food was way overpriced.
Oh, really?
Way overpriced. Like, quote unquote broccoli wings, which is like, or cauliflower wings, which is like 5 pieces of cauliflower that's fried.
Broccoli wings, huh? Okay.
They call them broccoli wings, which I hate that. Just say fried cauliflower or buffalo cauliflower. It's not a wing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking in my head.
Wing, it's fried cauliflower. So you get some fried cauliflower and some sweet potato fries. That might be $20.
Dang.
Yeah, and everything was like kind of like sample size or whatever, but they was definitely price gouging. And the places that had really, really good food, like I said, the lines were super long. So
did it give you, I'm trying to give the people like a paint a picture. Did it give you Taste of Chicago back in the day feel?
Similar.
Okay.
Similar. Yeah, okay. I mean, because of just all the food vendors, they had a bunch of food vendors. They did have a bunch. They probably had more than the Taste actually have.
Okay.
It's my first one, but people who have gone in previous years, they said that this was probably one of the worst ones. So I don't know what made
I
it
saw
worse.
that. Yeah, I saw people
I've
say.
been I've been hearing a lot of people saying like it fell off because I guess it used to be in a different location, and they had just
Oh,
started coming downtown within the last few years. But I guess it used to be maybe in Elgin, maybe or somewhere farther out
okay,
somewhere. They
okay.
said it used to be really nice back then, and they was like now, like this past year, they said it didn't. I guess they said it was more ghetto.
So you know what that means? Then it probably won't come back to Chicago.
I don't. You know what? People were singing because of the crowd. That was on the ticket that they felt like it brought a different crowd there.
Well, yeah, you know what? Because who did they have? Let the people know who did they have on the ticket.
So
Entertainment.
the ticket was on Sunday. The Sunday was the concert,
Okay.
and they had Fabulous,
Okay.
Jadakiss,
Mm-hmm.
Sweetie, and Two
Mm-hmm.
Chains.
Okay.
Those were the headliners, basically. I think it was a couple local, smaller artists that started that kicked it off too. But I don't think so. And I feel like they had kind of like a mismatch, like in the sense of well, Sweetie only thing that kind of threw it off. Like I could
Mm-hmm.
see like Two Chains, and everybody said he did a good job too. Those who stayed, they said his set was good. And they said Fabulous and Jadakiss were good too. And Sweetie hers was cut short because that's when the little melee happened or whatever.
Oh yeah, the
They
Stampede.
said they did good. I mean, but I felt like Sweetie was random. I
Yeah.
can see Jadakiss, Fabulous being on the same ticket, and even Two
Okay.
Chainz because we are that's all the same age group. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And
Mm-hmm.
Sweetie, she younger than us, so
Yeah. Yeah.
that was just kind of weird. But I guess they wanted a female on there, but a female rapper probably. But they could have got shoot. They could have even bought Shauna for that matter.
That would have been nice.
You know,
Yeah.
she's here. She would that would have been fine.
China, China's always pleasant on the eyes, but that's neither here nor there. But
Silly.
but Shauna can rap. Shout out to Shauna. You know that's
Yeah. I
Shauna.
mean, if you
Shauna
want like a female rapper, then she already in Chicago.
yeah.
Chicago people usually support Chicago people, so I think they would have showed up,
Okay.
but yeah, it was okay. It was okay. I ain't gonna say the food was nasty, it just was overpriced.
Just overpriced. Okay.
It was overpriced, but it was decent. Yeah.
I've never heard about Vegandale until months leading up to it, and you know, with the algorithms on Facebook and
Mhm.
IG, I kept seeing Vegandale and I kept seeing Jadakiss. I'm like, what the hell is Vegandale? Then you know, I found out. Oh, okay, there's a festival that's
Mhm.
coming here. So when people was talking about, hey, I'm going to Vegandale, I was like, oh, okay, it's here, and that's what
Yeah.
everybody's doing. Okay,
Yeah. 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 But other than that, it was decent.
okay.
How was your weekend, bro?
Well, my it was good. It was good. It was long. Like I said, the the first, I think the past 2 weekends, I was in one weekend. I was in Mexico for like
How
three or
was that?
4 days.
Tell the
Mexico,
folks how was that?
Tulum. Hey, listen, Tulum was great.
That's good.
I had a great time. So this is the first time. This is the first time I've been out of the country. I've never been out.
Look at Moses been stepping on out.
So I finally got a passport back in January.
Mhm.
Um, we had planned this trip to go to Tulum in
Well, they got the
June,
weekend stamp, bro.
and it felt funny because I got a step. So you know, my wife like,
Uh-huh.
dude, you finally getting a step. So you know, but it was I
Passport, you're a
enjoyed it.
passport bro now.
Yeah, I'm a passport bro now. I really
Yeah.
did enjoy Tulum. Is nice. The food
Yeah.
was good. The
Mhm.
atmosphere was good. You know, it was hot as hell out
It's
there.
definitely hot in Mexico. It's super
We
hot in Mexico.
super
Yeah.
hot. But
Yeah.
the house we had where we stayed at with another couple and somebody else, it was cool. We had our own pool. We had the house we was at. They had the dude who owns the house. He has like a family that lives in a guest house, but they take care of the house.
Okay.
So the family cooked for us.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Nice.
they got us taxis. Like it was really really nice. So
Cool.
I want to do Cabo next,
I love Cabo.
and then I
Yeah.
want to do Cancun after Cabo.
I
Cabo.
like Cancun.
So
Cancun is nice too. Yeah.
that's on my wish list. But I'm definitely I can do this international travel thing now.
You gotta go to Jamaica, bro. I think
That
you'll
I
love
definitely
Jamaica.
gonna go to Jamaica. Yeah,
Jamaica is a vibe.
I definitely got to go there.
Yeah.
So then after we got back from Tulum, I had to get ready because the next weekend I was going to Vegas for Father's
Mhm.
Day weekend.
Mhm.
Um, Me and my homie Seneca. Y'all know Seneca. You know, he was on the podcast and I hunted showed us.
Yeah.
So, you know, the listeners know who he is. So we went to Vegas for Father's Day weekend. We had planned
Some
that.
streets, y'all.
We was outside.
Oh, they was outside. They
We
was the
saw
old niggas in the club.
yeah, it was we man, listen, we saw 2 Chainz perform
Oh,
on that
okay.
Friday. He put on the
Shay's
show.
been busy. He stayed
He
busy.
been working. He been
Yeah.
working. And then Saturday we saw 50 perform.
I was 50.
50 dope. 50
Okay.
dope.
Did a good
50
show.
dope, man. He gave a good show. I mean, you know, at that place at the club in Vegas called Dreas.
Mm-hmm.
So the artists don't come out. So say you get there 11:30, the artists don't come out till like 2:45 in the morning.
Always. Always.
So
Yep.
and when they do come out, they only perform for like 25 minutes. So
Mm-hmm.
you literally be there all night partying, and when they come
Mm-hmm.
out, they do their set and they gone
Mm-hmm.
because the club closes at 4.
Yeah.
So it's funny because we leaving out at 4 in the morning Vegas time. It's 6 a.m. back home.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just funny. Like I'm an old Negro. Hey, Vegas make you tired after the first night.
Listen, that's why you only need a couple days.
That's it. Cause I'm an old Negro. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't. Like I love Vegas, but I don't need to be there for no week.
Mm-mm.
I just need
Never.
2-3 days, and I'm going
That's
home.
literally it. All you need, you can really go to Vegas for, you go to Vegas to party.
Yeah,
You know, you go to
that's
Vegas
it.
to party. You know you're gonna be busy. You gonna get there. You gonna walk the strip. You gonna drink. You gonna go to a club or go get something to eat somewhere. The next day you gonna do the exact same thing. Instead,
This
you be
accent
tired as hell. And then it's hot, and you walking everywhere. So
piece.
yeah,
It was 109 every day.
it be 109 at night. You hear me? That humid is another thing.
Teach
Yeah,
me
ain't
and
no
Sid.
air, ain't no breeze.
Me and
Yeah,
Sid, when we walk to get to the little spot, whatever. Tease at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, it was 90 degrees.
yeah,
I
I
said,
know.
"What the? What? How do y'all do this down here?"
Yeah, yeah. It would
And
be
then
that it be that hot even at like we used to go like in July. Man, listen. Yeah.
Tease, literally during the day, 108 degrees. The strip
Mhm.
is full of people walking,
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. And drinking,
walking.
which is
Tease,
crazy.
yes, walking and drinking.
We ain't supposed to be drinking that when it's that
Yeah,
hot like that. But
not
yeah,
not not drinking that cognac when it's that hot.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But they
So
do.
it was we ran into a couple celebrities too while we was out there. Because we had went to the Las Vegas Aces game to see them
Mm.
play the New York Liberty.
They
So
won, they lost. They lost that game, didn't they?
yeah, the Aces lost that game. So after the game, everybody waiting because it's crazy. The damn where they play at the court is in the Mandalay Bay. It's crazy. So
Mhm.
everybody waiting on the Uber. So old boy, Lou Young, you know, he do all the skits with him and old girl.
Mhm.
Um, he was walking out, and so I seen him. I'm like,
Mhm.
what up? I'm like, what up? That's Lou Young. He came over. He's like, what's up, baby? He cool as hell. Shook my
Yeah.
hand, everything. Shook Seneca hand. He was like, man, what y'all doing out here? We was like, we just out here, man, kicking it. And then, you know, he was out there for the fight because that's the same weekend as the Tank Davis fight. So that's
Mhm.
why that weekend, and we kept trying to figure out why this weekend was so popping, but it was the
Uh-huh.
fight weekend. So
Okay.
we
I didn't
saw
even
him.
come to the fight. That's funny.
That's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
the crazy thing is we overslept and missed the fight.
Cause
We missed the whole damn
y'all
fight.
was tired, bro.
We missed the whole fight, Tease. No, we missed
That
it.
is hilarious. That's hilarious.
We saw Dame Lillard. We seen old girl Brittany Renner. We saw James Harden. We saw who else did we see? Somebody. Oh, we seen what's so good? Claudia Jordan.
Okay.
She got a tough face.
She got strong face, huh?
Yeah, she got a strong face. She's super skinny too. Super
Oh
skinny.
yeah. Yeah. You know
Um,
she's a model, so you know they be
yeah. She used to
they
be
be
right.
thin.
But Vegas was nice. And after that, came back home. I got sick after I came home. So I was down like 2-3 days. But like I said, June been wild. So
Mhm.
and now we're here to June 29th.
We back.
June is
Yeah.
June is gonna be over on Monday.
June is gonna be able, but June starts cancer season, which is,
Uh-oh,
you
here we
know,
go,
the
y'all. Here
most
we go.
important.
The
I'm
most
just saying,
important.
so those that are born in during the cancer season are very special people. Are
So
probably the most important people on earth, honestly.
just so
Yeah.
y'all know, y'all, she's saying that because I guess she got like a little birthday coming up next week. Her little birthday, you know what I
It's
mean?
a real G birthday. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying,
It's a
it's
real
a
G birthday. You heard
real
y'all
G
heard her.
birthday.
Y'all heard her. He's gonna be on these streets next week.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Allegedly.
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 Allegedly, huh?
Allegedly.
Uh-oh.
I might be outside a little bit.
So if y'all see Teesa outside, just mind y'all business.
Mind your business.
Mind y'all
You hear
business,
me?
man.
Mind your business.
Mind y'all business.
Just mind your business. Be like, it's T's birthday week. She having fun.
She gonna be outside, y'all. So just say hi or buy her a drink or buy her some wings or something. Just
Yeah.
mind your business.
Whatever the Lord put on, whatever the Lord put in your heart.
Whatever the
Whatever
Lord put on
that
your heart.
is.
Oh man. Hey,
Yeah.
before we start the show, real quick, when it's RIP to the homie Stephen Augustus.
Yeah, definitely RP.
One of the little homies who we all grew up together in our church home. He passed away
Still
last week.
shocking. Yeah.
And so I want to give condolences to his family. You know how life is. It's it's just life, man. Unfortunately, we know when you hear, as they say, you're on borrowed time, but still at the same time, when people that's gone, you know what I mean. It's tough, but rest in peace to Steve. My
Mhm.
condolences from the Sop Pod to his family, man, and
For sure.
yeah,
Yeah, it just make you just realize, bro, like life is you don't know when. You don't know when. That's why it's like as I get older, I do really do my best to make sure I have intentional time with my family, intentional time with my friends because you don't want to get to the end and you be like, I wish I would have
yeah.
spent, because you just never know. We really none of us know when it's gonna be our day. So you really gotta live your life to the fullest.
I like that. You use the phrase intentional time. I like that
Yeah.
because that's
You got
really what
to.
it come down to, intentional time.
Yeah.
That's dope. I like that. But hey, power. It's
Power
back.
is back. They say this is a big rich town. Yeah.
It's been good so far. It's been
It's
really
actually
good.
big. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been really
I'm
good.
I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Next week is the half season finale, and then they coming
Mhm.
back in September. So so far, what you think?
I've been enjoying it, bro.
Okay.
Honestly, I've been enjoying it. I think um man, I know that this is the last season, so it's only 10 episodes. So they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do, I think, one more next week, and then they're gonna come back with the last however many that's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
What, September, I think they
Yep.
said.
September. Yep.
So it's been good so far. I mean, I think Tariq, he really feeling himself, especially his last episode.
Oh
Like
yeah. Yeah.
it's gonna be spoilers, y'all. So if y'all ain't
Yeah.
watched it, oh well.
Too
Um,
bad.
too bad, so sad. But this last episode was really good. Like I felt like Monet finally like snapped out of it. Like, gee, you're a horrible mom.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's giving you mom of the year. You actually put your kids in the game. And the crazy thing is, Lorenzo didn't want you in it. Like, she really kicked it off
Mm-hmm.
because you felt like he was taking too long to get y'all out of the situation, and she
Yeah.
really put them in the game. And
Yeah.
then you had kids involved, and you got Drew Frulis killing somebody at like 12. Like, they never had a normal childhood. They
They
never could
didn't at
do
all. They didn't at
stuff. He
all.
want to paint and he want to do art shows, but he got to go with you on a run,
Yep.
and you wonder why they hate you. Like, yeah, you're not a bad. You're a horrible mother.
Horrible mother. Um,
Yeah.
I gotta ask you something too about her too before we move on. But Tariq's starting to look more and more like his daddy. He's starting to act more and
Mhm.
more like his daddy.
Mhm.
Um, I wonder what since now he know that he about to be a daddy. I wonder now what's gonna happen because he wanted to kill Diana.
Yeah.
He wanted
He
to
was
kill her.
gonna kill her.
He
Yeah.
was gonna kill her. So now that he knows that she's pregnant with his baby, now I wonder what's gonna happen, how this is gonna change everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they went away, they showed his face
Mm-hmm.
when Monet was like, she pregnant with your child. Like they showed his face real quick, and he was
Uh-huh.
like, he had to look like, what the fuck? Like he, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, and then that was it. And I wonder, like, I wonder if the next episode is he gonna talk to Braden about it.
He probably gonna tell him.
He
Yeah.
probably gonna tell him, ain't he?
You think she gonna keep it?
That's what I see. I had
I
this
don't think
gut
she gonna
feeling
keep
that
it.
she's not gonna keep it.
Me either. I don't think she gonna keep it.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna keep the
I don't
baby.
think she gonna wanna cause she gonna probably gonna be like she don't wanna raise her child in an environment that she grew up in. So
Yep, yep.
I can see her not keeping
Yeah,
it.
I can
Yeah.
see. I can see her getting rid of the baby probably on one of
Mhm.
them episodes. Now speaking of Monet, we both agree that she's a terrible TV mom.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick list real quick.
Okay.
The worst TV moms in TV history. I can name two right off the bat.
I know who one you finna say.
Who?
Oh, you say I'm gonna say, and I'll tell you if I thought.
One I can name. Little Penny's mom off Good
I,
Time.
I knew Pity Mom was gonna be number
She's
one.
number one. I don't give a shit what nobody say.
Yeah.
She the
She's a
worst
horrible
mom
mom.
in TV history.
Mm-hmm.
Number
Mm-hmm.
two, Tasha St. Patrick. She's up there. Number two
Tasha's
for
up
me.
there too. She's
Terrible
similar to
TV mom.
Monet. Yeah.
Terrible. I got
Yeah.
I got like Monet number five. Um, the other, so 3 and 4, I wasn't sure. Like it was hard coming up with 3 and 4, but then I had to go through like all the TV shows. What's the name was a terrible TV mom. What's the name of that show? Oh my god, I'm thinking. Oh, I don't know if you ever watched The Wire, but
I did casually back in the day.
season 3, yeah, season 3 is a TV mom. Her son was a little wannabe ass gangbang drug dealer thug because his daddy was in the life. So his mom wanted her son to be just like her daddy, but he wasn't built for it. But she
Mm-hmm.
used to cuss him out, call him a little weak punk. He ain't no soldier. He need to be out there selling drugs and not going to school. Everybody who listened to the show and watched The Wire, y'all know which mom I'm talking about and the boy I'm talking about. I just can't think of his name right now. But she one of the worst TV moms ever. Um,
Mm-hmm.
then I was trying to find a white worst TV mom, but I couldn't. I couldn't because I was thinking like I really couldn't think of one. But then it may not be. It wasn't TV. It was a movie. So I threw her in here. Monique from the damn movie Precious.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Horrible.
She was the worst. She probably is the worst.
Horrible.
I think she's number one for the worst mama. She worse than Penny Mama.
She was horrible.
She was definitely the
And I
worst
hated
mama.
that movie, but I watched it. I
Yeah.
looked at her with disgust as I was watching that movie.
Yeah, it was disgusting. It was some parts that was hard to watch. Like I think I fast forward. Like some shit was like, I'm not watching this.
You're not
Yeah.
watching that. So those are my 5 worst TV moms. I was like, them TV moms, they go down in history for me as the worst.
Yeah. I just trying to think quickly. I would definitely put Penny Mama up there, Monique, Monet.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of 2 more. Dang, that's tough.
It's tough.
Cause usually on TV shows they don't really show the mama to be, a
Right.
bad mom.
Right.
They always
Right.
show mama to be good. They
Right.
rarely show mama to be like, the reason like they child is crazy.
Exactly.
I'm sure it's a whole bunch of them. I just can't think of them right now. But those 3 I can think of for sure. You mentioned those, but those 3 are definitely some horrible entertainment moms.
Horrible.
They were definitely bad. Yeah.
I want the listeners when they listen to this episode, I want them to write down their worst TV moms and TV show history. I want to see what they come up with. We might be missing some people.
We definitely missing some people, bro. We definitely missing some people.
We might be missing some people.
We're definitely missing some. Yeah.
Did you watch The Shy?
I did. I told you like I don't have that channel.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I don't have
Hey,
that channel.
y'all.
I'm not buying any, and I'm not paying for any more streaming. Sorry, I'm just
She
not.
said. She
I
said I
already
have
have.
that channel.
I don't have that channel, y'all. I mean, like, I'm already paying for like 5 other streaming services, and I'm
Hmm.
not doing it anymore. Like, I have YouTube, TV, I
Yeah.
got Hulu, I got Netflix. T-Mobile cover Netflix now, so
Okay.
I
Okay.
got they take care of that. But then I still got Philo because Philo has TV One, so I kept it.
Hmm.
Um, what else I'm paying for? Stars, and I'm paying
Hmm.
for HBO.
Hmm.
So yeah, I
So
need
you,
a I just
she
need
needs
somebody to give me the I just need somebody to give me their
that login.
give me their login. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this season of the shot, season 6, it's been pretty good. It's been good. Season 7, it just they got renewed for us, so there'll be a season 7. Uh,
Okay. I
quite
thought
frank,
this was the last season for some
I did
reason.
too. I did too, and quite frankly, I feel like yesterday's episode should have been the end.
Really.
It should
It
have
was a
been,
it was a season finale?
yeah, the season finale. And but I just feel like with this show, I don't know what else they have to write and show us anymore. Um, the dude got killed on the season episode yesterday. Duda, he got killed finally. So for me, I'm good with the show because I hated that character, and I'm glad he
Mhm.
got killed because he killed
Mhm.
a lot of people off that show.
Mhm.
But Lynn Whitfield, I don't know how she gets cast to play those crazy women, but she do such a good job at it. And
Mhm.
Jason Weaver's been good in the last 3 seasons. He's been on there. Amon Sharper's character finally got killed off
Mhm.
yesterday, so his character gone. So, but um, Lena Waithe, black woman, she making a good show for people. And I will say that she keep people employed because there's a lot of people that I forgot about, but she got them a job and they doing well on this show. Hell, the Brad is on this show.
That's cool.
Yeah, so she doing a good job. But season 6 was good. I'm glad because what they did, they broke it up. They did a break, kind of like what
Mhm.
Power was doing. They took a break, showed us. They gave us 6 episodes,
Mhm.
like last fall, and then they came back and gave us 6 more, and
Okay.
and now they'll be back for season 7. So it
Okay.
was
Well,
good. It
I
was good.
mean, if somebody give me a password, I might check it out.
The Teeth want to join in, y'all. She want to
I
join in
mean, I
for
could,
fun.
but you know how I do, bro. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna watch. I can't. I'm not good at binge watching like series, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
definitely not starting from the top. I can let y'all know that now. But I will do like the last 2 seasons. So if they're on season 6, then I'll watch 5 and I'll watch 6.
Honestly, low key, you probably need to watch 4 because season 4 is kind of like I would say it's the one of the best seasons, and then it
Mhm.
gets into the reason why what you see now in season 5 and 6.
Okay, I'll
Season
see.
4 is
My
really
attention
good.
span can
Yeah,
can
it's really
handle.
good. It's really good. I tell people, even if you go back and watch The Shy from the beginning, I mean it's cool. Season
Mhm.
1 was kind of huff. Season 2 they did better. They came back a little bit better. Season 3 was better. Season 4 I feel like was the best start of the best season. Now it's become all right. I gotta watch The Shy because it's getting real good. So
Mhm.
uh, I would say people start on season 4 and then catch up to season 6. That'd be
Okay.
my advice. Let's see what else. What else? Oh, did you watch the presidential debate?
Mm-mm.
I didn't watch it either.
I did it. I've been watching the clips.
Uh-huh.
And I was I probably ain't watched the debate honestly probably since maybe when Hillary was running.
I watched that one.
think I watched a couple of them when she was going against
Trump.
Trump. Yeah.
Yep, I watched that one.
But I didn't watch it because to me they never really sway what you're going. You probably at this point have already decided who you're gonna vote for. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then for us in America, in our country, we're in such a horrible predicament. Like we
Yeah.
sitting here looking at two men advanced in age that don't need to be running at all. Trump or Biden does not need to be in office. That's the truth of the matter, right? But then we have to pick the lesser of two evils, which, Trump is all about what can we do to maintain status quo of the rich and keep them rich and keep white people in power. That's his main objective. He
Mm-hmm.
throws in little words to pacify black people, and then
Mm-hmm.
he's so out of touch with like he thinks that his mugshot is like a connection to black people,
He thinks
like
it's a badge of honor for black
black
people.
jobs,
So
black jobs.
what are black jobs, Cease? What are black jobs?
We know what he meant by
I,
saying
I
black
I
jobs.
really need to know what are black jobs.
I mean, he's talking about low paying jobs that he feels
Ah,
like immigrants are
ah,
that he feel like immigrants are taking from black people, but black people have moved away from kind of like labor jobs,
yes.
probably like I think maybe in the 60s, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that we should have either or, but I know why black people in labor, how we get, it's a wishy-washy thing, because
Very
of our
wishy washy.
so I know why of so many of us have stayed away from it because of how we brought here what was brought here for that. So
Mm-hmm.
he's talking about those kind of jobs. So people that are basically laborers, and black people are not going out to those jobs anyway. So he's disconnected. But by him saying black jobs, it did bring about like some funny stuff from people online. Like
Oh,
people
it
were saying,
did. It sure did.
"Bro, I got you seen this one?" Like it was a whole thread. People was adding stuff to it. They was like, "This is a black job." It was like the person who keep the score for the spades table.
That's a black job. That is a
Somebody said, "If you sell plates, that's a black job."
black job. Yeah, that's true.
It was a whole
True.
bunch of them that was like hilarious to me. They was like,
If you got a
"You a
candy
hair
store,
braider,
you got a candy store in your
candy
house.
lady
It's
is
a
a
black
black
job.
job." Yeah, it was like security at like they was like security at like what's one of those stores in the hood, bro? Family Dollar or something like that. They
Yeah,
was like, "That's
Family
a black
Dollar
job."
or security at the Korean beauty supply store.
Yeah,
It's a black job.
black job. Yeah, they had a whole bunch of crazy stuff, but yeah, he
I just think it's funny that Donald Trump,
a felon.
a felon, but he just says all this stuff, but yet people still feel like he, he's for the people, he's for black people, he's for this, and
Yeah.
and he don't care. He gonna say whatever he say because, like he said years ago, I'm gonna have the support anyway. I can tell,
Mhm,
I can say whatever I want, and people still gonna support me. And it's
mhm.
been very true. That's the one
He
thing
said
he
it.
has
He
not
said it
lied
about
about.
Republicans.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one thing he has not lied about. Is
Mhm.
that statement right there? Um, when I was watching, I watched some of the clips on CNN because CNN did the debate. They were
Yeah.
they were the moderator or whatever. So I had watched the clips. I got to be honest. I felt bad for my man Joe Biden. I felt
Mhm.
bad because he old. He is
He's too
old.
old.
He
He's
is so
he's
old.
he does not need to be in a position of power.
And he's trying to talk and get his points out. You can tell, like he can't compute it. Like it's it felt like he was being controlled by somebody else in another room, and they were
Mhm.
pushing a button, and they were trying to get him to say what he needed to say, and
Mhm.
his voice sounded weak. I was
Mhm.
like, man, they got this. I was like, it's time for them to put a law in that you have to be a certain age limit to run for president.
Yeah.
It's about time, man, because that
It's a
was really embarrassing.
It was embarrassing. People were saying they didn't give him his medicine fast enough because they said towards the end he kind of woke up like in the middle. You could tell he got like a little better, but they was
Yep.
like they was like they didn't give him his medicine in enough time to get him going. But that's true though, bro. I mean, you got Trump saying black jobs.
Oh
You
man.
got uh Biden don't know what the hell going on. And it's just like, this is why people be like, get out and vote. Who the hell do you want us to vote for?
That's
Who
what
the hell do you want us to vote for? Like,
I
you
mean.
can't promote vote and you giving us these BS candidates. Like, both parties have done a horrible job because they're they're trying to maintain power like an old structure. They're not thinking about the new generation. They're not thinking about people now, and they have
Yeah,
to change. Like,
they have
both
to
parties
change.
are so old and antiquated, and they're disconnected from young Republicans and young Democrats. Like, really, the younger people now don't affiliate with either one of them because they
Yeah,
think both of them are crap. And
seriously.
they need to have younger, they need to figure out how to make younger politicians, you know, and that have at least can fake like like they have a connection with the people. Like, we haven't really had that since Barack Obama. That's why he won, because he connected with young people. But they want that again. I mean,
But
young people showed out in precedent numbers because they want to feel like they can trust politics. But right now they don't trust politics, and they
I,
don't have
I
a reason
I
to.
feel like that you have to set the age limit at 62.
That should be, yeah.
I feel like you have to have
Or
some.
72. These moms in their
That's
80s.
what you have to have some type of background in uh, human health and human services. You have to have a political background. You have to have a background in services. You can't just. I feel like you can't just say, "All right, I'm a citizen. I'm 35 years older. I can run for president." I
No
think that
way.
I think it has to be more of a requirement because yes, we all understand how government politics work. We know the president is a face or whatever. But if that's the case, for me, I want somebody that actually knows what the hell's going on when they talking to the
Mhm,
people.
mhm.
Because these two dudes that we've had in the last 8 years and being in that office, one has been very, very old. The other one, I'm sorry, he's very, very ignorant and incompetent.
Yeah.
But because, like you just said, because he's powerful, he's rich, that's how he talks,
Mhm.
and he gives that representation of this is how America really is.
Yeah.
That's
He
exactly
he
how he gives that.
he speaks to the white rich man globally, right? The
Mhm.
white leaders, like the ones like in Russia and the UK, like white men who have in other countries who have this power, and they want to hold on to this global idea that white people, that the white man is the most powerful being on earth. He
Mhm.
speaks to them. And so everyone else that maybe have a more progressive set of thinking, like nobody takes Trump seriously, but with the world becoming really trying to turn the axis on white power, it's a message that that they're trying hard to hold on to, but it's gonna die down, and you just get get ready for it. Like, the world is already changed, and
Yeah, it's
you
changed.
know but it just makes them more
Changed
hateful, like that, because it
too
just makes them more, because that's why, like,
too
it's
much.
not, people need to understand, like, the president, like you said, it's a face, but the most important thing that when it comes to November is those people who have voted um for our house in the Senate, like, that has to change, because they're the ones who are repealing,
They
Roe
are.
versus Wade. They're the ones, like, the Republicans have played the long game because they are trying to reverse power. They have been trying for decades, and they have finally become successful, you know. Like, the
Yeah.
Supreme Court, I think it was yesterday, the day before yesterday. So this is in Oregon. They approved that I forgot what it was, but they can, if you're homeless, sleeping on the street,
I saw that.
you get a fine for like
Yeah, I saw that.
basically $300.
But I said, how the hell y'all gonna find homeless people $300? Like, where they gonna get the money from?
It's stupid. It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing I've heard. And then to be like, it makes me upset because then they'd be like, it's Christians organizations promoting this, saying, well, we get it because we want them to be safe. We want them to provide housing then. Help them help them do that. What is the fine gonna do? Because then you get a fine and you don't pay it. So now it's on your credit, and then by the time you get a job, and now your wages are getting garnishment. It's an evil system that we live in, and people who, unfortunately, because our country has made the Supreme Court like supreme, and that you have to die out of it. Like that needs to change too. Like I don't think presidents should be appointing them. Like we vote for everybody else. We need to vote for them every 4 years too, because you got six conservatives and 3 liberals on there, and nothing is ever going to, in the liberal nation that we are, because the Supreme Court, gets like the last say. A lot of the stuff is going to be has been turned around, and it's sad. And people understand, like, it's a trickle down effect.
That's why I was trying to tell people it's important to know who's running for president, because they have that power to appoint a judge. Joe Biden really, what he did by appointing the
Congress has to approve it.
No, I'm saying, but by him appointing the first Black woman judge, that's important. That's important because, like you just said, she's probably going to be around forever. God forbid. But again, those other conservatives have been sitting on that seat for years and years and years. So, like you said, when it comes to legislation, to laws getting repealed now or repelled, like Roe versus Wade, like hell, the civil rights thing is coming up again. So, I mean, it's like you said, affirmative action, like that stuff. Now people are starting to pay attention, but it's too late. It's
almost too late. Yeah. Then they trying to, like, I saw something like Oklahoma talking about they want to make people like have the Bible and teach. You all are not Christians.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? What's gonna make them get off that Bible stuff? It was when, if I was a teacher, first day of school, the Bible was about Black people.
Then they get off.
I bet you they stopped talking about Jesus is a Black man. Moses was about a Black man. Yep. I bet you they'll eliminate putting the 10 Commandments in school once you start, because you're not teaching the truth. This is bull.
If they taught it that way, with the origin of the people from that era, from that land, they would have to tell the truth and be like, these people were of color.
But they don't though, bro.
That's what I mean. So that's the only
Bible in that sense. They think that the Bible is about. I mean, why else would you go to a Catholic church and see white Jesus in the background, or a Lutheran church and see a white Jesus in the background? Yeah. They have convinced themselves, even though science has already told us that the original man is Black, and that the oldest fossil is a Black woman. Yep. Then this is science. This ain't even Christian stuff. This is basic
science that everybody loves to believe in.
Yeah.
Versus conspiracy or versus opinion. This country loves science. This
flat out lies.
Science. They love science, right? But that's the one that they don't want to really acknowledge.
That's the lies, and that's why those archaeologists will go over into these other countries to try to cut off the noses of the Sphinx and try to repaint and make stuff lighter, inside the tombs, because you want us to believe they wasn't Black people. They were Black. Let's just get let's just say, even if let's say you don't want to lie them as being Black, they were dark people. Yeah, they were not pale skin. Nope. That's just the reality,
They were dark people.
Black people, but this is the time for us to, we can't allow, like, when it comes to our Christianity and what we know to be Christians, like, I know that we like to be like Jesus is colorless. He's not colorless. And I know that color don't matter when it comes to being saved. Truth matter. People be saying that Jesus is whatever color you want him to be. He can be Asian, he can be Spanish, he can be white, he can be black. No, Jesus was born in brown territory.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus was a naker. He was a naker.
Okay? Yeah. Okay.
He was a naker.
Hair like wool. His hair was just like this. It's just let's just be real, okay? Skin like bronze. His skin was just like this.
Bronze. That's right.
Let's just stop. Like, but Yeah, they'll come off that 10 commandments in the school because the thing is, again, it's bro, this is like we're almost witnessing shit from the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
This is insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane and how
Mm-hmm.
white people try to use Christianity to brainwash,
Mm-hmm.
to brainwash people. But with the supposed to be separation from church and state, I don't know how that's gonna go. But for me, I feel like states like this, black people, we need to move out of. Black athletes need to stop going. I know it's easier said than done when you want to go to school, you want to pay college, but these states that are maintaining their racist quota, if they want to be so white, let them be white. Get up out that state.
Like Florida.
Don't give them no taxes. Don't give them your money. Don't visit there. Let them have a colorless state and let them be great by themselves. Have your own little country.
Florida
It's
wants Florida
how good
wants
you
to get
do without brown people.
Florida wants that.
You can have it.
Florida wants that. They
You can
do.
have
They
it.
truthfully do. It had me rethinking, reassessing my feelings on spending my money in Florida. Like seriously, like going to
Bro,
my
we have to stop.
whatever.
We got to we got to reevaluate stuff. Like we have to. That's what we need. Like our leaders to do. Like our politicians. Like we need them to organize how they did back in the day. Like it was hard, and like we grew up in such a thing of convenience, bro. I know it'll be hard for like if we had a committee, black people, and we came together, bro, as a whole, and we said, you know what, we ain't traveling to Texas. We ain't
Mm-hmm.
traveling to. We ain't going to Florida, even though a lot of us live there. We're gonna do a mass, you know, we're not gonna go, we're not going to visit certain places, you know, our kids are not going to y'all schools, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff that bring the money, things that bring the money, if we start doing that, they because they all they care about is money.
Yeah, money, money,
That's all they care
money,
about is
money.
money. If the top athletes stop going to these colleges, then the colleges will be like they'll be the ones lobbying for change, for laws because they
Yeah,
want the money. But
yeah.
we have to we got to organize to do that.
Well, this election is coming up in November. Again, it feels like 2021 all over again, whatever it was. It just feels like that all over again. And seeing Donald Trump up there and this man has just been convicted of a felony, but yet a person who does his time in jail, prison,
Can't even vote.
he can't even vote. But according to the law, you're supposed to go to prison to be rehabilitated and come out and get a fresh start. But
Right.
yet he can't vote. But this man,
Not a rehab center. No.
it's just I mean, you wonder why some people, and I get why some people be so frustrated with the country and laws, and because it's almost like it's hypocritical. It's a slap in the face. Like
Hmm.
the man was convicted of a felony. It don't matter the crime, how big or how small. It's still a felony. The law states if you're convicted of a felony, you get stuff revoked from you. Voting is one of them.
Hmm.
But yet he can run for president. But a man who's served his time, can't get out. He gets out. He can't vote.
Right.
It's just people can say, "Oh, it's more other stuff to worry about, things to worry about." That's true,
It's not others have to worry about.
but
Not somebody
the
faking your
fact is,
laws.
but the fact is, the you've telling us, me, the regular person, if I get convicted of a felony, I can't vote.
Hmm.
I can't run for off. I can't run for a city office, anything. But he
Hmm.
can. But he can run for president of the United States.
Just complete insanity.
Yeah, it's
Complete.
insanity.
It's a joke, bro. This is
Yeah.
why the rest of the world think we a joke.
Mm-hmm.
This is why the rest of the world thinks we're a joke. Like we are the laughing stock, and then you can't make this stuff up. Like it's terrible.
You can't, man, and it's gonna be more of a joke because the Democratic National Convention will be here. What, July or August, whatever it is,
Hmm.
that's coming here. And honestly, I don't really know if I want to hear it because I believe it's gonna be crazy downtown when that happens. Because it's a lot of people who don't like Democrats. You
Hmm.
still got people split when it comes to Palestine and Israel. You're gonna have that going on. So I just don't want it to get ugly, and I don't want innocent people to catch strays. I don't want
It's,
innocent people to catch strays.
yeah, it's gonna get ugly. It's yeah, like I said, we live in our comforts, we live in a bubble, and we
Mm-hmm.
don't pay attention to globally and nationally, what's happened before our faces. And I feel like, we really in a recession, but people just getting more and more in debt. And the
Yeah,
gap to get a house to quote unquote obtain the American dream, like
the American
it's
dream.
damn near non-existent for the younger generation behind us because
Mm-hmm.
of what you have to do to obtain it.
Yeah,
So it's this is why people in their older years have began moving out the country,
yep.
like because they can get more for their money, like they can have their small pension, and if they go and move to Costa Rica, they can live comfortably in
Yep.
a
And
different environment. So I get it.
in another country.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. Oh, Bird, not Bird, man. I don't even want to talk about that Negro. That whatever. But Versus
Mm.
Timberland and Swiss, they announced a deal with Elon Musk uh, to bring back Versus. But
Hmm.
they announced the deal on Juneteenth, which I thought was hilarious. That was so
Funny.
funny. He just
Told Jeff, bro. This is talking about rich people. Don't they be even rich black people? They just
they announced it on Juneteenth. I was saying like, dog, y'all can wait one more day. Y'all had to get this out on Juneteenth.
bro. Rich people.
But hey, I'm gonna just be honest and keep it a buck. I was like, we don't really need Verses. I was like, why? I was like, no. Listen, I love what they did back in the pandemic, but I thought it served
Mhm.
a purpose back then.
For
I
that, yeah,
don't. I don't really want to. I don't really care about Verses no more. I don't.
yeah, yeah. I'm with you 1,000%, bro. 1,000%. Like I felt like Versus was good because we were locked down. And it
Mm-hmm.
gave us something to do, something that we couldn't go outside, we couldn't go to concerts. So
Mm-hmm.
it gave us something to anticipate, like,
Yep.
okay, next week we got Fat Joe and Ja Rule, or
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
Patty and
Yeah. Gladys Knight. Yeah.
Gladys Knight, like we got
Mm-hmm.
Monica and Brandy, like it
Mm-hmm.
just gave us something to do because we was in the house.
It was in the house. Yeah.
We was in the house. You get your wine and you
Get your wine. Yeah.
get your wine and go sit on the couch, just wait
You
for
get
it to
your
come
weed.
up.
You get your weed. Roll up your weed.
Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you. I mean,
Pop your
yeah,
edible.
oh man, I was going off some edibles
You
during
was going on.
COVID. I was going off some edibles, boy. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it was a thing
Yeah.
because that was the best sleep I got during COVID. I'm telling you,
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, those were serious. I ain't had
I,
none since.
and shout out to Tim and Swiss. I mean, they black men. They trying to do stuff for the culture and all that, and that's
Is it for
great.
the culture, though, bro? What? Okay, let me ask you a question. What do people say for the culture?
The hip hop culture,
Okay, all
the
right.
hip hop culture. This is their thing is for the hip hop culture for the music lovers
Mm-hmm.
and bringing this
What is
type of
hip hop culture? What does that really consist of?
like rap, uh,
Mm-hmm.
blackness, the
Mm-hmm.
whole this music is supposed to be ours,
Sure.
that all that. And
Okay.
I think their intentions are good, but for me, verses is not needed unless they do it the original way when they had the producers. For me, I think they was jumping into a lane I thought was dope because seeing producers play all of their hits and
Mm-hmm.
talk about why they made the hit, what inspired them, who didn't like it, who liked it, and it became a hit. For me, I thought that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Versus then turned into like a concert. It started becoming more. I know everything is monetary. I get that, but they started giving us concerts,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, do I really want that? Do I really want to see that online? Do I really
Mm-hmm.
want that? You know what I mean? Like that's why I didn't like it. And then it's artists that I really don't want to see go up against each other. Like no
Mm-hmm.
disrespect, I didn't want to see. It was Mario and who was it? Omarion.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't have to see that. Now, if you
Well,
want to give,
with the verses, you gonna run out of artists at some point.
but if you want to give me Tank versus the
Joe.
Dream, I'm here for it. Or
Mm-hmm.
if you want to give me Chris Brown versus Usher, I'm here
Mm-hmm.
for it. I'm
Right.
here for it. If you're gonna put something like that together, but don't give me no Lil Uzi Vert versus Kodak Black.
But you know that's a thing. You know, the young folks are like that. You know,
And
see,
they probably will tune in.
I think it's a lane for online concerts, as we just saw with Kendrick just did his on
Mm-hmm.
Prime. So it's a lane for it, but it has to be for like for things like it has to be a event. You know what I'm saying? Like for something that was like a Juneteenth LA celebration, basically. You know what I'm saying? And we just tuned into it. Like you said, like for Versus, we don't need no lower tier. We're not gonna tune into, you know, even though we like Mario, we like Marion, we don't
Yes.
like them enough to sit there and watch them for 2 hours, you
No.
know,
No.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So I don't think it's needed anymore. I think it's served its purpose. And I think, like you said, I enjoy the stories. Like if they made it a TV show, like kind of like how like Unsung is, if
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
a situation like that where you had the two producers and they talked and they both went back and forth and played songs, or even the two artists, they go back and play songs, but they talk about more of the history behind and stuff like that. You know, I'll watch it because I like kind of
I
like
like
those
that.
kind of
Yeah.
shows. You know what I'm
I
saying?
will
But
watch it too. Yeah. I feel you.
you're doing it on a platform with some that has turned absolutely racist. It's nothing but race. It's not even, you know what's on Twitter now? Racism and porn.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
all you're gonna find on. That's all
Yeah.
you can find on Twitter is a bunch of race baiting or porn. One of the two. That's what's on Twitter or X right now. So with
Yep. Race
Elon
baiting.
being someone who is he has said things that were detrimental to black people. I don't get that. Like we have to understand who we're aligning ourselves with. And that's why I was like, Tim and Swiss are rich. That's where they come with the rich man stuff, where we look at us with Elon
Yep.
like that's
Yep.
a personal thing. I don't feel like that's a cultural, in my opinion. I don't think that has anything to do with the culture. That's you wanting to feel like y'all in need because y'all didn't need them.
No, they didn't. They
Y'all
didn't.
didn't need y'all figured it out on your own. You know what I'm saying? And I know like black people always sell it, you know, and maybe they wanted to keep it in black hands, and that's why they keep it attached to it. But well, then keep it in black hands. Then you know, like I don't know what black platforms are out there now, but create one, y'all
They
creators,
could put one together.
or just do one offs. You know, you can do one off on Prime or YouTube or whatever, like, and still own the brand. But I don't know, bro.
Nah, I don't know
I
either.
feel like going to X. Next thing you know, we're gonna be seeing Ariana Grande versus, you know, Taylor Swift or something. You know, like
And see, and
I
then
don't think about that.
see if it
That's
gets to
gonna
that
happen. I think that's gonna happen.
if it gets to that point, then you already know what it's about.
Yeah.
You already know what it's about. You know you know what it's about. But again, I didn't need to. I didn't need verses. I was good. Like
That's why I said, bro, I don't know how much of it is really culture and how much of it is just rich black men doing rich stuff, you know?
well,
Well, I feel like they're not really. I'm not saying that they don't love the culture. I know they do. You know what I'm saying? I know they love music. I know they love black music, and I believe they love black people. But I just think they're sometimes people be so rich they be disconnected. Nigga happen like Swiss can grow up in the hood all your life. Tim grow up in your hood all your life, but once you've been away from it for a long time, we all disconnect. We all lose a little something. I feel like when they did that to me, it was like, I don't know how really much in the end they end with the culture anymore.
culture.
That's how I feel like that was a disconnected move, in my opinion. In my
Mhm.
opinion. Oh,
I
but
mean, people might agree with you too. Tease. They might be like, this was just a money move.
Yeah, it's all money move. I don't think it's
Was a
anything
money
culturally
move.
because you can't be culturally aligned with the someone who has said racist things, who has like employees that have that he has pending suits for discrimination. And I honestly, though, white South Africans, I don't trust them. I don't.
That's what
Like
he
white
is.
yes, like people that come from South Africa and they be claiming Africa like white people and they think they're really African irritates my soul. Okay, I mean I know you were born in South Africa because you colonized there. You're not
You,
African.
hey, hey,
Okay,
it irritates your soul like Drake irritates Kendrick's soul.
it does, bro. Like you're not like us. Stop it. You're not like us. Like let's stop
They
it.
not like us. They not like
You're
us.
not like us. Like, come on. Like, you're not like us. Like,
Oh
this is
man.
you all
Oh,
are colonized, colonized territory, which is why you live there, and y'all still trying to oppress black people down there. It's like,
yeah.
be real. Like,
Be
you
real.
can't trust some of them. Like,
Hmm.
like, yeah, I don't like that's, I don't
Well,
like him. Yeah.
E- Elon, I didn't know who Elon Musk was until obviously that damn car, and then
Mm-hmm.
I started reading up about him, and then when he bought Twitter and then tried to get his money back, and Twitter was like, "Nope, hell no, you bought
Too
this,
late.
you stuck with it." So now I see him everywhere now, especially on X. I'm still not calling it X; it's Twitter to me.
It's
But
still Twitter.
but you're
And
right.
black people made Twitter what it was.
You're right. Twitter. See, the beauty of Twitter for me is that yes, you got all the smut. Yes, you got all the BS, but there's actual news on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's celebrity news, world news, local news, you got sporting news. Like for me, Twitter is about the sporting part of it. Like I just love to read about all the sports stuff that's happening and
Sure.
the real time. Like think about it. They
Mm-hmm.
break news now, Tease, over Twitter.
Yeah.
Breaking
Yeah.
news happens over Twitter now.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it hits Twitter, then it goes to another social media platform, then to
Mm-hmm.
another social media platform, then it goes to like the news platform.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So basically, when I see it, you may not see it till maybe an hour later or 30 minutes later, but it's been
Mm-hmm.
broken early. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I like about Twitter.
Did you watch it's a documentary on Hulu about Black Twitter. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't see it.
You gotta watch it. It's good.
Okay.
It's about 3 episodes, but how Twitter became so popular, like it had started, but then it really took off when black people, that's so what we do, we bring the sauce. So what happened, that we do, this is the reality. They black,
Mild
you
or
know
hot?
what?
Mild or hot?
Both of them. BOFF, both,
Both of them. Both of them.
both of 'em. But they when they saw that it was being heavily used by black people,
Mm-hmm.
they started hiring like black workers and they started catering to black content creators and stuff like that, right? So long story short though, black Twitter was like you said, it was real time reaction. So like shows had started having like content like teams to you saw it really big like when Scandal first came out
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah,
had the Warriors. And
yeah,
so
yeah.
it was like not just black people like on Facebook, you have to be my friend to talk and stuff.
To
But when
talk.
you're on
Yeah,
Twitter, it's pretty much open. So
yeah.
I could we all watching Scandal in real time, whether we from Chicago, from New York to LA, and we tweeting about it. So
Yeah.
we can and then you do the hashtag, which people don't realize hashtag is really like a search thing. So
It
like
is.
if you click on that, so if you type in Scandal, whatever, Scandal ABC, all of us who talking about it, it's gonna come up. And so it was like a thing like for black people to connect with, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like all over the world, and it wasn't like messy, you know what I'm
mm.
saying? And so it was fun because it was just like we all talking about like I can't believe Olivia did this, and it's just like you talking to strangers, but it was fun,
It was
and
fun, and
it's not like that no more.
you truly had. It was a whole genre called Black Twitter. Like
Yeah,
it was truly that's
yeah,
what it was. Black Twitter.
yeah. Because black people brought the sauce, and then like now, when Elon took over, back then Twitter they used to try to limit the hate in that like people that had like use a lot of like verbiage as far as like even saying the N word or even
Yeah.
saying like racist tropes or whatever. Like your account can be disabled and stuff like that. And people have like Trump was off of he was banned from Twitter. And I think Kanye was for a while too. As they should. If you're saying hateful racist stuff, then you gotta go, right?
Yeah.
But I think
You can't spew.
once Elon took over, he allowed it back up.
Yeah.
And so since then, the mood on Twitter is different. Like you said, I like to go for I like to follow the sports. I like to follow the artists. And sometimes you hear random thoughts you just say,
Yeah.
but it's so much like you can post something and you just have like a random racist person just commenting like whatever jigaboo. What?
Yeah. Out of the blue. Yeah.
Out of the blue, like I just posted about Happy Juneteenth. Somebody said,
And
"Hey,
somebody be like,
jigaboo," like
somebody be
what?
like, somebody be like, you're gonna steal a car today, aren't you?
Right,
Damn.
bro. They be having fake profiles too. Like, won't you
Fake
go to work? I'm
Yeah.
at work right now, actually.
Yeah.
Like I bet you run on the food stamps. What?
Yo,
You know what they like? They like the teacher on Everybody Hates Chris.
that's what it is.
And he's saying all the racist stuff. Like what? Like
See, the thing of the thing about racists on social media, you motherfuckers would never say that to somebody's face. Y'all would the stuff they say, they would never say it to somebody's face.
Ever. You
Ever.
only say this, and the only when they do have a balls is because you got a gun.
Yeah.
Without the gun, you ain't nothing.
But as we've seen on Twitter, the racists that say something out of pocket to black men or black women, what ends up happening? They get the sonic rings knocked out their ass every single time. Because you just saying, go listen to the racist people that's listening to this podcast. Everything that Trump and that Make America Great Again, all that gaslighting they doing, y'all will get y'all ass whooped if you say that to the wrong black person.
Oh yeah.
You say some bullshit to the wrong black person, you will get your ass whooped.
Period.
So
period.
If you can't fight and you're a racist, you're gonna get your ass whooped.
Closet.
Yep. Just simple as that. Just simple as that. So
and it's like black people don't even bother people. Like we just be mad at our business. We be mad at our business. Like we mad at our own black business.
Most of these black people that we see on these videos where they knocking the racists out, you ever notice how they just be mad at their business, and one of them just say some stupid shit?
What are you doing over there?
Yeah,
get in my car.
Yeah, right.
It is in my car. Like, what are you talking about?
Why
are you following me?
They following you. Like, bro, you about to get your ass whooped. Like, chill out.
Yeah.
Chill out, man.
I'm glad, like you said, I people that may hate me, that are of a different race, like no one has ever said anything to me in my face. So like I said, stay in the closet, because if you say it to me, we're going like what's his name, bro? The dude that was in Detroit. What's his name? Y'all go low, I go lower.
I go lower. Yeah, I go lower.
That's us.
Yeah.
We gonna go. If you say something to us, we're not gonna be like, "Oh, you hurt my feelings." No, we finna dog walk you. We finna go there. So don't bother us. Leave us alone. Like, stop acting like black people can't be mad in America. We can be mad. Yeah. We deserve to be mad.
Yeah.
If anybody can be mad, it should be us.
Like them.
So leave us alone.
Like them old racist white women. They just think they can say anything to a black woman, call her a black bitch or whatever. You finna get slapped. Listen, black women don't even want another black man call them a black bitch. You think a black woman finna let this Karen call her a black bitch? Please.
Right.
Them sonic rings about to be on the ground.
Or insinuating. But bro, they think, again, this is delusion of power that they have, and not even that they think that they can say anything. Like a lot of times, bro, if you look at slave stories, the people have said that the women were worse than the men and treatment. And because and maybe because they were upset because their men were sleeping with the slaves and getting them pregnant and having these half white babies or whatever, maybe, but they were a lot of slave narratives. They said that the women were more brutal than some of the men. I can believe it because
I
you can
believe.
see it, bro. If you work in corporate America, you see it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the nastiest people you're gonna work with are gonna be women more so than the men. To be honest,
And
especially
they
if
be
they're women
they
in
be
leadership,
nasty. They be nasty, Jack.
they are a lot of them are bees, and I've
Yes.
experienced it
Yeah.
firsthand.
You can you can just tell from the emails. You can read an email and be like, damn.
And you know what too? I seen the white tears in I seen it in real time because
Mm-hmm.
like they'll come at you like in very aggressive. If you give them any kind of pushback, it's tears. I've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
it
Mm-hmm.
with, and it's not all white women because
No.
it was a white woman that told me to don't let them talk to you crazy. And I was
Yeah.
young and I
Yeah.
was starting off in corporate America. It was a young white, it was a one of the young managers that I had. She was like, go to her. She was like, and tell her, she was like, don't let them run over you. She
Yeah.
was like, go to her and say, do you have a problem? Blah, 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 blah. And once she gave me a little nugget, I said, you know what, you're right. You're damn right. Let me go tell her.
Because
Following me.
because you know what, Latisse, and you know this too. Not all of them are dumb.
For sure.
It's a lot of them who really know what the fuck going on out here, and they really be like, you know what? I'm with y'all. Fuck them people.
Yeah.
Like I'm with y'all. It's a
Absolutely.
lot of them, and then you got a lot of them that play dumb and be like, well, what do you mean? Why
A lot
can't
of
we?
them just comfortable, bro. They don't want to be out their comfort zone.
But
Yeah.
it's a lot of them who really be like, these some stupid ass people out here. Like if they believe, trust me, they know it's stupid out here. Because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
them, but like you said, it's a lot of them that just comfortable and they just go, well, if it don't bother me, I don't really care about it. Cool,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. But at the same time, we should be able to have that same type of feeling too. Don't tell us how to
Absolutely.
feel. Don't tell us how to feel. Don't
Absolutely.
don't tell us, well, why are you celebrating Juneteenth? Why are you celebrating George Floyd? Like, listen,
Right.
man.
George Floyd wasn't a martyr. He
Yeah,
was a crackhead.
he was a crackhead.
I don't care if he was high when he got killed. That man killed him and I don't care if it was coke coming out his nose.
Yeah,
I don't, bro. I really don't.
it
That
don't
man
right.
sat on him for 9 minutes
Yep,
and
yep,
killed him with a smile on his face.
yep.
No, he can go
With a
to
smile on
hell.
his face. Yep, with a
Everything that
smile
happened
on
to
his face.
him, he deserved it. And the officers around him should have been arrested too.
Yep.
If you see that and you talking about and you trying to find a reason to blame George Floyd because he was a drug, so what? I don't care if he did drugs right before they arrested him. That don't give you a right to kill nobody.
Doing
But if
drugs don't mean you should die.
unless you die from drugs.
Unless you die from drugs.
I mean, you
What
know
the
what I'm
fuck?
saying?
Right.
Unless you die from drugs. I mean, you're dying because you talking about I use if I gave that person, if all this is true and this is started from a fraudulent $20 bill, which they never did find, but if
No,
let's just say it was right, and you thought it was fake, that's a misdemeanor.
misdemeanor.
You arrest them, or you take them and you do this. He wasn't resistant. He wasn't doing anything. But you know, it's the intimidation of a big black man, and you wanted to be like, I can control him. That's all it was.
I'm gonna show you who I am.
I'm gonna show you who. I'm gonna show you, boy.
Yep.
Because George Floyd was a big black man, and the ones who were those little peeny weeny shrimp cops is the ones who be the ones causing trouble because they got that LDE. You know what that is?
Oh, y'all hear that, people? LDE from Latisse. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it.
that's what it is.
No
That's
Diddy.
what it is. That's what it is. They had that energy since they brought us over here.
LDE. LDE.
That's all. I mean, the reason they brought us over here is LDE. That's all that is.
Oh, LDE. Wow.
Just saying. And everybody know what it is. If you don't know, y'all message me. I'll let you know what it is.
Hey, fellas, go home and ask your wife or your girlfriend what's LDE. And
Well, hopefully your wife or your girlfriend is experiencing the BDE.
oh Lord, jeez.
That's what we want. That's what we need. That's what we want.
This podcast will not take this turn, okay? Not down here. We're not taking this turn on this podcast.
You're right. You're right. I'm just saying though.
Oh my God. LDE, BD. Women, if y'all know what it is, y'all know how to comment. Fellas, if you don't know what it
My
is, go
sisters
ask your
know.
girl.
The
Go ask your
sisters know.
girl. The sisters know?
The sisters know.
Oh God.
We listen. You know, BDE is a thing. You know, it's a thing. I'm just saying, it's a real thing. And you know what's funny?
Uh-huh.
You ain't even gotta have a BD. You ain't gotta have, you can. I mean, it's the energy. It's the
Hey
way
y'all,
you
look at her
carry
face.
yourself.
Look at her face when she said that, y'all. She's
It's the confidence. It's the
oh,
way you
shit.
carry yourself. Like you make me believe you got one. You know, so hey.
But then if he got BDE and then literally he don't have a BD, then what?
Well, he has to know how to use what he got.
All right.
He got to know how to use what he got.
All right.
If you know how to use what you got, women, you know, like you, and you can, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Use what you got. Don't be trying to hit positions that you know that's not for you. That's just. I didn't mean to take this turn.
And here we are.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're doing that, like, if you know that that's beyond your capability, hey, stay in your lane and you wear that part out. All right, you getting that little position and you stay there, my brother.
Hey y'all, Letice is giving advice for the kings. She's giving
Listen,
advice to the kings.
that's what my kings. Hey,
Hey,
do it. Hey, maximize your strengths. You see,
you gonna have all these females into the pod. They're gonna be like, yes, Tease. Teach them, Tease.
and you know what's funny? I ain't drinking days. This is just I have had no alcohol in all week. I don't think.
This is Letice real time thoughts.
This is me drinking water, minding my business.
Drinking water, minding her business.
Yeah, minding my 43-year-old business.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
I don't know either. But hey,
it had to be discussed.
This is why it's called some of that podcast, because anything can be dropped in here in these episodes.
That's the truth.
Last thing we'll talk about. First of all, shout out to Bronny James.
Shout out to Bronny. Shout out to
Bronny James. Bronny James. For those of you who don't follow basketball or whatever, LeBron James, his son Bronny, his namesake, drafted second round, pick number 55.
He's a junior, right?
54. Yeah, he's a junior. He changed his name to Bronny because his dad didn't want him to be called LeBron Jr. But he was drafted by the Lakers, pick number 54 in the second round. So LeBron and his son would be the first father-son duo to play on the same team in NBA history. So that was dope. I thought that was dope. There's been a lot of people got a lot of comments, a lot of thoughts about, Bronny being drafted. Is he that good? Blah blah blah. For me, I'm just gonna say this. If you have an opinion about Bronny James, whether the process was fair or you like what LeBron did as a father, as a black man with power, black man that's able to use his influence to get his son drafted. For me, I don't think there's a wrong answer or a wrong opinion on this, because at the end of the day, Bronny has to show and prove that he can play in the NBA.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, basketball is basketball. In the NBA, either you can play or you can't. Mm-hmm. You can't fake being a good player, because if you're not, you're going to be out the league.
Right.
So we're going to find out if he really is good over years. I caution people not to expect anything out of Bronny year one, maybe year two. Before we see what he really can do, it's probably going to take year three before we really see his development. Now, for those of you who said, well, it's not fair to the guys that didn't get drafted, like the kid from NC State, DJ Clark. I think his name is DJ Clark. Baycott from North Carolina. I don't disagree because those guys had better college careers, better college
Mhm.
seasons. One guy was the ACC Player of the Year. I understand all that. And again, I'm keeping this basketball. I'm not taking this to business. I'm not taking this to corporate America. In the realms of basketball, yes, people have a right to feel away and say it's not fair to those guys. Also, at the same time, the one thing about the NBA, Rich Paul, LeBron, is that they were able to carve out and craft Bronny's pathway to where he's at now. And for me, on the outside looking in, it was a genius move. I love how they set this up from the beginning. This was a weak draft. They knew that probably 2 years prior. They knew that. They all know how long LeBron is going to play, how many more years he got left. So it was perfectly carved out. Um, what I don't like about everything is that what makes me mad about LeBron and his people is that they send out mixed emotions publicly. They'll say one thing, but then behind the scenes, they're doing something else. So when the stuff actually comes to fruition or something happens, it
Mhm.
really makes them look like they talk out the side of their neck. For
Mhm.
example, Rich Paul, LeBron, prior to Bronny being drafted, well, it's we don't have to play together. Bronny doesn't have to be on my team. I just want him to be in the NBA. I want him to be able to hear his name called. 3 days ago, oh, Bronny James taken by the Lakers. Rich Paul is telling everybody, all the
Mhm.
team, don't draft him or he's going to Europe. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's that part for me that I just wish LeBron and his people wouldn't do all the time. But that's neither here nor there. Um, I'm looking forward to seeing him play in the summer league with those guys
Mhm.
and seeing what he can do because clearly the Lakers did LeBron a favor.
For sure.
Um, I'm really not budging off that opinion. The Lakers did LeBron a favor because
Mhm.
if you think about second round picks, most second round picks, T's, one, is not guaranteed contracts.
For sure. Yeah.
Two, most of them get two-way contracts, and most of them don't even make NBA rosters. They
Right.
go they go to
Right.
the G League.
Mhm.
So the
Which he
Lakers,
still might.
yeah, he still might. The Lakers
Yeah.
did LeBron a favor, and for those of you LeBron fans will be like, "Well, how they did him a favor?" Let's just keep it real. They didn't have to draft him, regardless if it's
Right.
LeBron's son. They didn't have to. They could have told LeBron, "No, we're not. We're not using our draft pick on a kid that averaged
Right.
5 points a game."
Right.
We're not. They could have been like, we're
Right.
going to draft this other 22-year-old who was this type of player.
Got some
Blah,
more
blah.
promise. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
they did him a favor. And my last point is I really, really hope this works out because if it doesn't, the scrutiny, the criticism is going to be so overwhelming for that young man.
Yeah.
And I don't care who his daddy is or what his family is. He's he's never going to be picked apart ever in life because of a sport if this thing doesn't work out. And I hope it do just because the person in me, I like to see all kids live out their dream.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, either way it go, if he didn't hoop, he was gonna be successful because who his daddy is. That's fine. But one thing I like about Bronny, he always said, I want to make my own name. Like
Mhm.
I want to make my own name. And I believe him when he says that. And
I believe it too.
I think he's going to try to work at this, and
Mhm.
hopefully something great to come out of this.
Yeah. I agree with everything you said. I mean, it's a bunch of players, especially now, bro. A lot of generation that we grew up with, a lot of their sons are in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like a lot of their sons are in the league. Not, they didn't get the chance to play with them like LeBron did, but it's okay though. It's
yep,
okay. I think, like you said, it was an obvious favor for the Lakers, um, which they got some leverage now with LeBron, and like we did this for you. And so, if we need to trade you, I don't want to hear it. I
I
don't
don't
want
want
to
to
hear
hear
it.
it.
Like, we gave you a year to play with your son. Y'all made
Yeah,
history.
yeah.
Now we finna ship your ass to Oklahoma because we need some young people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it gotta be. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And LeBron understand that. I mean, he made history with that. Like we said, my thing is, like you said, it's gonna take him 2 or 3 years, but that's across the board now because none of these kids stay in school. None of them don't learn basketball.
they don't.
Like LeBron is an anomaly. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Kobe
yeah.
is an anomaly. Tracy McGrady, those were anomalies. Kevin Garnett, those were anomalies coming out of high school.
They
You know what I'm
were.
saying?
Yeah, they really
And
were.
even then, they made impacts on their team like their freshman or first seasons, but they weren't. It took them a couple years to really
Yes. Mm-hmm.
get into. They were just going off of raw talent, but to really
Mm-hmm.
learn an adult game, it took them some years. So,
Mm-hmm.
he has one of the best athletes we've ever seen in a dad. And so, like you said, that's the only thing. It's just people, you can't compare him to his father because it's only one LeBron. You know what I'm
Only
saying?
one.
Like,
Yeah, we'll
there's
never see another LeBron
we'll
ever.
never see another probably specimen like that unless it's his
No.
specimen. We don't know unless
Yeah,
he morph into that. You don't know. Or the
which
other
he
one,
could.
the
I
other
mean,
son.
other one, Bryce. Man, we don't know. We
Yeah,
don't.
we don't know. They could be come top tier, players, but it's gonna take time. And to think that he's gonna get in the league and make an impact, I can see him being in the G League probably for his first year. To be quite
Mm-hmm.
honest, they might
Mm-hmm.
catch him out on a little contract just so he can play with LeBron
Yeah,
again. A
I can see
favor,
that. I can see
a
that. A
favor.
favor. Yeah, I can see that.
Just so they can actually experience that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it was good to see. I don't care about people. That was the key word, like you had posted, bro. Nepotism. Like everybody want to use that word. Who gives a shit?
But
Like
they
I
weren't
took
using it right.
it
Some
wasn't.
people wasn't using the word
It
right.
wasn't. It wasn't. They just heard the commentators talking about it, and then it was like bogus. And I saw people talking about too that it's like you said, it's not fair because you teaching him that he don't have to work hard and all that. He still has to work hard. He
And
still has to work to stay in the NBA. To get drafted is one thing, but to have a steady, no matter who your daddy is,
you
you
have
either
to
gonna
you
you
have to
have to
work hard.
work hard. You have to
You have
learn how
to
to
work
play,
hard.
or you just gonna get bounced around,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
until you get out the league
Or cut.
or cut. Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's I've seen people. This is what pisses me off about us as people, man. Black men especially. We gotta stop arguing and trying to question each other's blackness just because we disagree with a point.
right.
Like, like if if you feel like, hey, I don't like what LeBron and the NBA did, it has nothing to do with, oh, well, you should be supporting them because they black. Well, I'm sure he probably loves everything black, but he just disagrees with what this is. And that's
Right,
okay.
right.
But we have these arguments on Facebook. We want to question somebody's blackness. We want to question
Mhm,
somebody's manhood. We want, like,
mhm.
bro, it ain't that serious.
It's not that deep.
It's not that
It's
deep.
really not that deep.
It's a sport. We arguing over a sport that somebody's doing and only a certain amount of people can do every year. It's
Right,
only like 30 some spots a year out of this
right.
draft.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. And we argue over that over and over. Like it's people who got 25, 30-year relationships with each other. Damn, they're about to go to blows or lose relationship over this topic.
That you don't
Like
even know. Like
that you
straight
don't
people
even know.
you're
Like,
never gonna see. Yeah.
and you're not even getting paid to even discuss it or debate it. It's different if you're getting paid every day to debate this, then that's your job. But come on,
Right.
man, we on this phone. We having a discussion on Facebook.
It's your opinion.
It's an opinion.
Right.
And people really be mad. Oh man, shit, you just mad because you can't even get your son a job at Walmart. No, I can't. My last name not Walton. I'm not a part of the Walton family, so no, I can't get him a job.
Right.
So I mean, like we say such like the whole nepotism thing. Like Listen,
I don't have a problem with nepotism, by the way. So, me
I don't
personally,
I don't have a problem with it once I learn like, oh, this is how this shit works in real life. But again,
this is everywhere you go.
I'm talking about real life. But I'm separating it from real life from basketball. Neither one of these people have to play basketball.
Right.
Real life, yes, I have to have a job. I need to get in this area, this department. Yes, I need to find out who he knows, who she knows, and I need to get, you know what I mean? So nepotism, I get that. If you own the company, Latisse, and you were successful, say you own Ebony, and after all these years, I guarantee you're gonna hire Marsha. I guarantee you're gonna hire Courtney. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you're gonna hire them.
Right.
Because that's what happens. Nobody's oblivious to that.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like to be in the position to do that, Black people don't have the position to do that often. So for him to be able to do that's fine. But like you said, it's basketball though. This is a sport, and it ain't that deep to me. You know what I'm saying? I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I mean, that LeBron could even still be in shape enough to even still be better than half the league.
And he is.
That's just the reality. But thing is, bro, honestly, the underlying thing is people just don't like LeBron.
And that's the underlying thing.
They just don't like LeBron.
They don't like LeBron. No. And fine, you don't like him. Fine. That's your opinion. You stay on there. But also be able to have an honest conversation and separate the two. If you don't like him, what the fuck does his son got to do with him?
Nothing. I didn't like LeBron because he will always beat my team. Okay. And I was mad at him when he didn't come to Chicago. Okay. That was my hate for the Browns because I thought he was really finna come here.
You don't like the T said. He always beat my team.
He always beat my team. He was killing them boys, man. I mean, like, the Bulls will win one game in the series. The next thing you know, they blow our asses out. I mean, like, every year. And I'm like, Joe, we can't get over this hump. And it was like, you know, like, he used to piss me off because I'm like, then, like I said, I mean, upset when I thought he was really going to come here. Him and Dwayne Wade and all them had already planned that they was gonna come, so it pissed me off. But
and a lot of people still pissed off about it.
Yeah, but as far as a basketball player, like, you can't deny his greatness, and
you can't, man.
That's what it is. You know, if you had the opportunity to have LeBron on your team during his prime years, you're gonna get LeBron. So you can't be mad.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't be mad at that. I mean, I'm never gonna be mad at a Black man with a Black wife that he's had since high school. We don't see that a lot. So
it's real Black love.
It's real Black love. And I'm glad to see, like, Savannah coming out of her shell. Like, she's raised her kids. Her kids are older. She, like, you know, she got a little podcast I listen to. You know, she's stepping out there now. I love that for them.
I gotta check it out. I gotta check out the podcast. It's pretty good though.
It's a girl podcast, but it's
because I like her. Like, I really do like her.
She got in on a joke when somebody made a post about LeBron is sleeping with his teammates
that shit was
mom.
Funny. That was funny.
She reposted that.
Yeah, I saw that.
She reposted that. Like, she thought it was funny, you know. So
you know, she held her family down for years, stayed in the background for years. She held them down, raised them boys, and then the baby girl came. So now she's probably like, okay, I'm able to come out and let the people know who I am, what my personality is like. And I like that.
Yep. I'm not mad at her at all.
No. Shout out.
I ain't mad at LeBron, and y'all could get over it. And if Bronny turned out to be, he ain't gotta be LeBron, he's gotta be good. Yeah. Honestly. As long as he's good, I think if he can be a contributor to a team, I think him as a basketball player, that's all he wants.
That's all he wants.
Yeah, to make a name for himself, you know.
Just people let people have their opinions and stop telling them they haters because you disagree. Like, this shit is getting old. We're adults. We should be able to have a discussion. If you like Usher and I don't, because of my reasons why, that's not hate. I'm just giving you reasons why I don't like Usher, why I don't like his music. I'm not saying I don't like Usher because he light skinned. I'm not saying I don't like Usher because
got that thing.
Yeah, right. I'm just I don't like Usher. I don't think he is as good as the next person. That's a discussion. I don't mean I'm hating. We gotta stop doing that, man. We gotta stop.
That's annoying though. When people do that, like when you because you disagree, like you call somebody a hater.
Yeah.
Like there are times where somebody can be a hater, but then there are times where I just don't agree, and it's okay.
and we know when people being haters. We know it. We know they trolling. We know they hating because of some of the shit they say. We know that. But man, we get in our feelings. Oh man, he hating, bro.
Right.
He just told you why he don't think so and such is that good. That's not hate. He just giving you his opinion.
Right. Absolutely. People just be doing the most.
Doing the most, man.
Doing the most for no reason. Just because, like again, they have their own personal hate for whatever reason, and they just I don't know. Yeah.
Just hey, again, shout out to Bronny James. I hope hopefully the Lakers develop him, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen in the future. And because right now NBA free agency has started, so it's about to be a lot of movement, I think. And next week we're gonna probably see guys going to different teams, so we'll see.
Yeah.
So, Tease, you got anything else you want to say or add? Anything?
Just want to remind everybody that again, it's a real ninja birthday.
Real
Coming
ninja
up.
birthday.
I'm trying to stop saying the other word. So
I know. I feel you.
You know. So yeah, it's my birthday next week, you guys. I'll be 43. I know I don't look it. I know everybody's like, Shawty, like, what? She 43. I know. I'll be 43.
I know.
Believe it or not, guys. I'll be 43 next Wednesday. And I'm thankful if I get to see it, you know. I'm just blessed, had a blessed year. Yeah, shout out to all the cancers this our season. You know, we not crybabies. You know, the type of people believe we're not crybabies.
That's what they be
We
saying.
do love hard. We can be emotional, but you know, that's because we care. So shout out to all the cancers. And yeah, we'll be back next week.
And speaking of cancer, happy birthday to my wife. She's a Cancer. Her birthday
That's right, sister. Happy birthday.
Her birthday was on Thursday, this past Thursday, June 27th. So happy birthday, Samira. You're the Obama year now. Fofo.
Fofo.
Fofo. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Getting up there, bro.
Yeah, she getting up there. And I'm yeah, I'll be 45, but anyway.
Woo-wee! Woo, Charlie.
she said, ooh, Charlie. Y'all see how T's do me, man. Y'all see how she do me. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Ooh, Charlie. But hey, episode 109, some of that podcast. I'm Coach Mo. We got Tease over there. So we'll be back next week. Make sure y'all download, subscribe to the pod. We're on Apple, Spotify. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page. Follow the Instagram, SOTSOTPOD. Make sure you join the Facebook page. Let's see. And I think that's it, Tease. This is a good show. We caught up with a lot what was going on in the world.
I know we had been out, bro. So we had like to say this.
we caught up a lot. So
yeah.
Next week we'll be back with another episode.
Yeah, we'll figure out the day. Y'all be patient with us this summer because there's a lot of going on. So we gotta manage our schedules, but we're gonna figure it out.
Yep. And make sure y'all leave Tease a little birthday shout out to people.
That's right. I ain't gonna put my cash app on there. Like
She hey.
What about put your cash out there like jiggling a cup?
For real, y'all wow for putting y'all cash up out there. Y'all wow.
That's dangerous though too. High key though, y'all, for real. Like that's how your cash app stuff get hacked though, because people see those online and that's how people be getting hacked. So just be aware of that when you do that. Just know if you put it out there in the open like that,
That's right. Hey, leave that ratchet ghetto stuff alone. All right, y'all.
I ain't say all that, but we'll see y'all next week.
We'll be back next week, y'all.
Peace out. Peace.